the NWO are going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and so it's not. But before you get excited, it's not the real NWO. It's Hall and Nash, Waltman, and Hogan, which means all of them, including X Pac, are two-time WWE Hall of Famers. Trevor, before we get into talking about the missing members and the legacy of the NWO, what are your thoughts on X Pac being a two-time WWE Hall of Famer?
Remember that thing we talked about being a piece of shit? Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't like get any worse, like I mean, at this point, like he's just as bad as fucking Lex Luger at this point. Like I mean, he gave China the drugs. He got China on the drug. Like, come on. But look, there's a lot of stuff I can say about X-Pac. I don't understand why he's a two-time Hall of Famer. I mean, I get Diesel, I get Razor Ramon, I get both of those. Unfortunately, I get Hogan. But 1, 2, 3 Kid did absolutely fucking nothing. And the only reason he was inducted was because he was a member of DX. That's absolutely it,
dude.
And he wasn't even a founding member.
His entire gimmick, like that dominated his career, was DX. X-Pac had the DX music in 2002. He still had the NWO gimmick in 2002. He's been living off of his friends' gimmicks for his entire career. The man hasn't done anything short of the 1, 2, 3 Kid thing, which even then he had to do that with Razor Ramon.
Exactly. Every match he was with Razor Ramon was fantastic. Even all the matches he was with Shawn Michaels were great. You know why?
You know why? Because he was with Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels. Dude, X-Pac, sure, he can work, but there's a reason they call it X-Pac heat. There's a reason they call it go away X-Pac heat. It's because we hate to see X-Pac on our TV screens.
Exactly. I mean, and if you talk about the man as a personal, I mean, is an actual man, like Sean Waltman, he's a piece of shit. Like, it's just, people like him, I just hate to see inducted or whatever, any type of fame, because honestly, to me, he's what's bad for wrestling.
And it's
Yeah.
It's also just like all the two-time Hall of Famers they have. They have Ric Flair, now Hulk Hogan. They have Hall and Nash. Like, okay, yeah, all of those guys that left a footprint on the business.
Right.
X-Pac? Like, come on. Spinning heel kick X-Pac, that was his only move. The spinning heel kick.
No, you forgot the Bronco Buster and the X Factor.
No. I will say this. Every time I watch an X-Pac match now, I always look for him doing wah, because he does that at least once a match. But
I did like him and Kane together, though. I can't lie about that. I did.
Oh yeah, when Kane, Kane hit him with the suck it. We love to see that. We'll talk about Kane too coming up, but the NWO is getting inducted in the Hall of Fame, and it's only those 4 members, and that's ginned up a bit of some controversy online and amongst myself as well, because I'm like, the NWO wasn't just these 4 guys. Okay, if you're going to only put in, a select few members in the NWO, then the members you have to put in are Hogan, Nash, Hall, and Luger, because those are the people who made the NWO. But no, they chose to put in X-Pac, and look at the other members they're missing. If you're going to put in X-Pac, you might as well just put in the entire NWO, because look, the members that are missing. Buff Bagwell. When you think of NWO, Buff Bagwell is definitely a name that comes to your mind.
Yes, definitely.
Conan, man. Conan
is better than X-Pac.
Conan was more instrumental because he actually wrestled and he actually did something, and I think he has the best winning record of anyone in the NWO.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah, and if we want to talk about more members of the NWO, I talked about Luger. What about Sting? Sting was in the NWO Red. He was in one of them. He was in Wolfpack, and by far the biggest snub in this Hall of Fame. And I'm talking about, you're gonna induct the NWO. If you're gonna induct X-Pac, you have to induct Virgil. He has to go into the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Man, This is look. I understand. I understand why people don't like Virgil, because you take a picture with him and then he automatically charges you like $15 for it. Like,
Yeah,
I understand he's a cheap son of a bitch, but goddamn, like Virgil is probably he's definitely at the same level as X-Pac, because he didn't really do much. He kind of just stood there and did this. And you know what he was doing? He was like counting. He's like, "Oh, this money I got for just shaking my hands like this." That's all he did. It was all about the payday.
If you induct him, X-Pac, you gotta induct the disciple, aka Brutus the Barber.
Oh my God, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, a 2-time Hall of Famer.
Exactly. You also have to induct. Are we forgetting Macho Man? Macho Man. Like shit, Mr. Perfect was in it. Like,
get Ted DiBiase in there. What about Jeff Jarrett, a 2-time Hall? Just give them all. Just give them all. Like, you're inducting, and this is why what I don't like about groups. Okay, there are some groups I understand you have to induct, right? Like DX, I understood it.
Right.
Like, or the Four Horsemen, all right? You know what? Even Absolutely. DX kind of like, yeah, they revolutionized the business, but the Four Horsemen, you had to induct them as a group. The Fabulous Freebirds, you had to induct them as a group. Absolutely. And it makes sense because they did so much as a group. Now, when you get into, like, you know, inducting, like, oh, we're going to induct the NWO and half of DX and, like, 4 members of this group, and then the Clique. You know the Clique is going to go in one day. X-Pac is a future, he's a future 3-time Hall of Famer.
Induction of everybody.
Yeah, so, like,
it's
all
the only induction that Just Incredible will ever get.
Just incredible. Oh yeah, EV 2.0, baby. we love those ECW originals you're gonna get in. Like, just see, this is like watering down your Hall of Fame, and this is why people don't think the Hall of Fame is, like, you know, worth a lot anymore, which is what I love. But when you have, like, you know, nepotism running wild, brother, you're going to have, like, Hulk Hogan. You're going to have all of these people be 3-time. Ric Flair at this point is going to be an 18-time fucking Hall of Famer. He's Evolution. He's in, like
I said, Evolution. He's probably going to go in for Evolution.
He's going to go into all of these groups. It just, I don't know. Ryan in the chat just says the Big Show should be in. Hell yeah, put the Big Show in there.
Damn right, Ryan.
Get the. I think the Hurricane was in there. I think put in Booker T was in the NWO. Get him in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Get them all in there. Fuck.
Vince McMahon. Just, man, this is. God, I hate wrestling. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.